Okay, I'm going to talk about two models with this one. The Fatburner, which is a pretty well known board too. It's the second most popular one, actually probably the most popular or sold board of my range in the last year or two, the Fatburner. Not a great name, got renamed to Pulse. I don't know, I don't mind it. In Australia we don't care too much about it, but there are other countries in the world where the word fat is not meant to be mentioned, just slightly enlarged human. So off that subject and back onto the board, that Fatburner has been great as a step down board from a beginner who's coming from a mini mellow or normal size longboard and they want to have something with heaps of chunk but still maneuverable. And the reason why they've done so well is obviously from the chunk point of view, but also from another aspect of the design, which is the amount of curve. There's just a little bit of curve in plane shape and rocker to allow that thing to fit into the face of the wave. To accentuate that, the double concave in the bottom of the board all the way through has given a nice neutral kind of feeling from the V. So you get a nice even transition between rails, but with also the bite from the concave here. You've increased the radius, and so the grip is increased at the same time as that stability feeling. So there's nothing wrong with feeling a board which is smooth and glidey, but still with grip, not dull. If you go smooth and dull, then the surfer doesn't get any feedback through their feet, and this semi-beginner who's starting to get a bit of an idea is going to go to a smaller bit of board, but most of them have been quite dull and neutral with giant big fat rails, like look at that, big round thing. Whoopsies, they're beginners. Make it safe, don't let them do any turns. So I disagree with that. Give them feedback from their feet, through their feet into their body, and their mind will start to get, I don't know, it'll learn more quickly. The wiring starts to develop. Okay, now I've got another design. Well, the other surfer that used to ride that is the longboarder wanting to come down in size. He's a capable surfer, but he just wants to get off longboards, or he wants to try to ride a shorter board just when the waves are better. Not a mini mel, he just wants to get a short board. So, there is the other purpose for it. Since that, as that group of surfers increased in their demand for the Fatburner, I realized that I kind of had to modify it a tiny bit, retain as much of the volume as possible, but make it a bit sexier. So I went from a wide nose, quite a full nose, to slightly narrower like that, and from a really wide, big, fat, square swallow like that, I curved it in a little bit more to, as I've done with the Afterburner, to increase the curve. I've done a drawing here. There's the example of it. Okay, there's the nose, not much change. You can see the two lines there. It's just a little bit narrow in the plane shape. There's my little W. Even sketched that for you. And the tail, you can see it there. It was quite straight, and the Pulse and the Fatburner still retain that nice drivey wide plane shape, which is great, and it's proved itself and become very, very popular because it's so damn easy to ride. Sorry, the cussing. But the new one, the new version of the Fatburner is, I think, going to be called the Mistress. Your little darling, sitting there next to you going, come on baby, play with me, do turns on me. Anyway, without getting too off the beaten track, that's the new thing. I mean, Fatburner, still totally usable package. Single to double is still available through web-based surfboards, through customs or made in Australia at a PU in the normal old-fashioned way, through GSI as the deep double with that lovely little epoxy combination, the SLX with volume. Just bang them, they make a really nice sound. It's like dong, 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 springy, alive. So whatever combo, they're all working well. So look out for the Mistress. It's only just been named in the last day. The new model has only just been created. It's just an evolution of the Fatburner or the Pulse. Okay, thank you.